What is this camera and why do I have so many of them? Well, first of all, I love Minolta, and also because I love this camera. It is the Minolta 110 Zoom SLR, as you can see right here in the nameplate. This is from the heyday of 110 film in the mid-70s when Minolta decided to make a slightly more serious camera for the 110 film format. How large is the 110 negative compared to a 35mm negative? It is less than half the size. So you're going to get that film look and get a lot of grain as well. What you can see inside the lens is it's an f4.5 25 to 50mm lens. Now on 110 film, that is the equivalent to a 35 to 100mm lens on a 35mm camera. If you look at the front, this is the light sensor, an automatic setting. We also have bulb and X as well, and we take our picture. So how do we load and use this 110 Zoom SLR from Minolta? To open it, you have a lever up here. You slide it all the way over, as you can see right here, and it opens to reveal the film compartment. Drop it in, and close the camera. Okay, right now the camera is on. It can also be locked for when you're not using it. You want to make sure you don't have accidental exposures, right there. You set the aperture here, and the camera will automatically set the exposure. It goes from f4.5 all the way up to an f16 aperture. So at this point you can have at least reasonable depth of field if it's a bright enough day or a bright enough environment, or you have a flash loaded on the camera. It's got a flash hot shoe here. Let's look at the lens. Here's your focus from infinity to roughly 3 feet distance. Zoom is from 25 to 50. We have a tripod mount here on this side of the camera. And this is the film advance right here. So once I have my film loaded, you can see the display in the back. It's showing me the basic film information. So I advance it until the one appears, and I'm ready to take my first exposure. When I went to the opening of Cameras+Films in Barcelona, I said, give me something unusual to shoot for the whole night. And this was my camera for the event. I shot 2 cartridges of 110 film in the camera for the event, starting out with Lomography Tiger 200 ASA color film. Special shout out to Moritz Brewery in Barcelona for the refreshments that night. I was really happy with the results myself, and everybody who saw the photos after the event were surprised to learn that it was shot on the tiny negative size of 110 film. The camera did a great job too, of course. For the second cartridge of film that night, I switched over to Lomography Orca 100 ASA monochrome film. The results were still very good, but slightly overexposed and very grainy, which is surprising since the ASA was lower, but sometimes that's how it goes. In any case, everybody was really happy with their photos when they got them after the event. I will definitely use Lomography Orca again.